You think about starting a business, you see so many other people starting a business thinking it's a great idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. Until you've learned enough about that mastery, about that passion, to where people would want to pay you for your services. This is what happened with website design. I got lucky. I started doing it 6 years ago, and I happened to find a client who needed website design and found me. And so she let me design her website. This was not a good website. Compared to what I can design now, it was basically dog poop. And I've even talked to her down the road about redesigning her website. I was like, I can do so much better now. And that's all it is you have to practice, you have to learn, you have to keep going. Like, this shit is gonna get tough, man. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in life. Like, I blood, sweat, tears over this company. And I'm still blood, sweat, tears. I'm still worrying. I'm at an all-time high with worrying because I'm the one who's in charge of making the money come in. I'm the one in charge of making sure our employees get paid. I'm not used to being head honcho, especially at 26 years old. I would never thought myself to be a president of a digital marketing company. Coming out of college with a psychology degree and an English minor, and I barely got by both of them. I hated school. I've always hated school. Just sitting down in that classroom, listening to the teacher talk about shit you don't want to talk about. I understand people who want to drop out. I understand why people don't want to go to curriculum now, because it's not interesting. And that's what another bad problem with our school system is. We have to start teaching our students knowledge that they want to learn, knowledge that they can use in the future. There's so many fucking bullshit classes out there now. Like, spending $2,000 on a college class is not going to get you shit in life. But we refuse to go back to trade schools, which that's a completely different conversation. If you want to start your business, get ready to fail. That's number one word of advice I can tell you. You're going to fail. And you're going to fail hard. And you're not going to see it coming. Everything's going to be rainbows and sunshines. And all of a sudden, just like that, no one wants your business anymore. It becomes obsolete. So that's what you got to worry about, And something that we specialize in is not becoming obsolete, is because we keep up with Google's algorithm. We keep up with every other program out there to make sure we are ahead of the system. And thank God we were raised on MySpace, because MySpace is what got me into coding. And that's what really started it all. If I would have looked at my life 10 years ago saying, hey, you would do a website development company, I would say, go fuck yourself. I'm going to be a sex therapist. I'm getting a psychology degree. And so it's also funny how life changes like that. Like, you cannot control life. You can only control the things in front of you. And that's what I've learned. Stop trying to control those external factors, because that fucks with your success. That fucked with my success so much in the beginning. I cared so much about what people thought of me. I cared so much about failing, about worrying about failing. In reality, everyone's going to fail. You fail to learn. It's never really failing. It's just a lesson learned. And we have to understand that we cannot be scared of failure, especially with this generation. Like, this generation is not the go-getting generation. This generation is, please give me some more. Please give me some more. I don't know where the shit that came from at all. Maybe it was the participation trophies. I assume whenever I played team, we didn't get participation trophies. We lost, and we took it. Like, I'm a firm believer in that, because by teaching your kid how to cope with losing, you teach them how to deal with the negative parts of life, the sadness parts. If a kid can never experience sadness and a loss at a young age, what do you think is going to happen to them when they're older? They're going to freak the fuck out when they lose. they're going to go crazy. That's just what it is because they're so used to getting what they wanted. And that is what we have to change. I'm talking about us, my generation, the ones that are booming out babies left and right. Don't fucking give your kid everything. Make him work for it. Make her work for it. That's one of the best things my parents taught me growing up was work for your money. Yes, we did have money and my parents were well off, but my dad made me get a job right when I turned 15. Kroger pushing carts, and I've had a job ever since then. There wasn't a year where I'm just like, I'm going to be completely lazy. No, it's just because this is not a part of the Boylan system. We work hard, we provide, and we protect our family. That's just an Irish mentality. And I want the same for this future generation. I'm worried about y'all. Y'all are becoming so caught up with this fashion, this meta, this celebrity gossip bullshit. Then, first of all, celebrities will never give a shit about you. And that's the sad part about it. No matter how much you listen to their songs, no matter how much you love them, they're just gonna live on, go on with their day. They're making money off you is the way they see it. And so instead of idolizing more and more celebrities, we have to idolize our family. We have to idolize our friends, We have to thank them, Thank you for putting up all this bullshit. Like I have my colleagues right now, Kayla, Will, Justin, and Chase. I thank you for putting up my bullshit. Just because it's been a struggle being a boss, It wasn't easy at first. I definitely did a lot of trial and error, I became arrogant in some cases to where I thought it was all me. But we work as a team, and you have to work as a team. If one piece falls out, whole puzzle's fucking done, and that's why our team is structured in that way. We have each field completely covered. He's a master in their field. We have a graphic designer with over 16 years of Illustrator experience. Illustrator came out 16 years ago. So if you can tell me you're going to find a better guy at Illustrator than me, go ahead. And our consulting officers, they've always been go-getters. The educated frat type. The life of the party. Not the douchey frat type. The type that makes a presence when you see him, Be like, oh, that guy's in a fraternity. Because that's what people know, it's that stature. And I don't understand where's all this competition coming from. There is so much. Why does everyone and their mother want to become a web development and digital marketing agency now? Just because you see everyone else doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. You're like, what separates us with digital marketing? I'll tell you right now, our niches. The way we focus and the way we can target a specific client for our lawyers, for our doctors, for our landscapers, for our masonry repairs. For any type of our services, we can target directly instead of going through Yelp advertisement, which is a pure buckshot of advertising. There's no targeting in Yelp whatsoever. So I've been trying to explain that more to more of my clients. But they're like, oh, we get phone calls from Yelp. We get so-and-so. Yes, you get phone calls, but how many of those are conversions? That's the ultimate number right there. You have to have a higher conversion rate. And that's what we provide with you at Dallas Media Marketing because we bust our ass. We have people on the floor. We have people in Deep Ellum all around the areas that people are afraid to go to just because they want to be locked up in their office. No, we have those go-getters, the people who want to network, the people who want to meet people. And that's what I love our company. We have a team of go-getters who don't take no for an answer. And I love that about my staff. Sometimes they definitely can come off arrogant in that way, but they don't mean to. That's just the way their sales pitches. That's the way they approach things. And it's just, I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I want to take a little moment out and just thank God for everything you've given me because this was a dream ago. I never thought I would have my own office. I never thought I would have people working for me who want to work for me. Because I've always thought of myself as a piece of shit. Just an arrogant asshole piece of shit who's sometimes way too bossy and thinks he's too good at stuff. But no, they see the good part of me. And that's what helps our team thrive because we each have a certain characteristic that combines together and creates the biggest fire in the marketing agency. And I would be worried. If any other marketing competitor, I would be worried. Because with our heart and what we know how to approach now, it's only a matter of time before we start taking out bigger and bigger clients. And that's what people are going to start realizing, like, oh, they exploited it. They're the first ones to come up with that. And I don't want to be that yet because we're still fresh to where someone can take that idea. But we have it structured to where our clients know what they're doing. Our clients know how they're benefiting. And that's all we need. Because if you don't want to work with us, why do we want you on our team? We don't care about repping you if you don't want to work with us. You're no skin off my back. I'm no skin off your back. And another thing that's been rough with this company is clients who don't take critiques well. I had a client, not gonna say his name, but it was a tree foundation. I did him a free web design mock, just because I wanted him to see what we can provide with him at Dallas Media Marketing. First of all, his website had no on-page, no off-page, no meta tags, no headers, no call to actions. But when I present my page to him, he calls it trash and calls my whole entire team trash. And my team's not trash. They had nothing to do with that because I handle SEO, I handle all that. But for you to call my team trash, to me, I don't ever want you as a client again. And so the things in order to be successful, you have to know your worth. In the beginning, we were scraping all types of clients. We weren't just, all right, let's go after the big ones. No, we were going out the crumbs. And we grew off the crumbs. Now we're starting to pick our own businesses, this is where the fun part begins. You get to pick which clients you want to market, you create a plan for them, and you actually research something you love rather than researching a small business that does Yelp advertising. And I can see that directly through watch TV, and then put your city in. There's just so many different areas that you can do that through the code that people become dubious at certain points. They think you're a Houdini or something, or you're hacking their website. Whenever you just know how to recode, you're just a nerdy guy who likes doing what he does. And I've had a couple clients do that as well. Like I don't want you hacking my website. I'm said, sir, I'm just seeing the source. I want to see where your keywords are focused, where your alt tags are focused. I want to make sure H1, H2, H3, your meta description are all focused in the right ways. But he took that as basically I'm trying to screw him over. He doesn't need SEO because SEO is not important, And what people don't understand, if you don't have SEO, you're a ghost on Google. How is Google going to find you? You're just going to be a ghost wandering around the internet, hoping to be found because your business is going to need leads. Your business is going to need clientele, but you're too damn stubborn to actually make that initiative. And I guess that's more with our older generation. Our older generation doesn't want to budge because their way was always the right way compared to ours. We're very malleable in our ways. Like, we switch, We're very flexible as well. But, like you said, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I've tried talking to the older crowd about even website redesign and what we can offer them through email consulting, video marketing. They don't want any of that. They want to stick to the print advertising. And that's just, you got to understand, that's just going to be some people. Some people, you're not going to change their ways. And I'm one of those. Once I'm stuck on something and I believe that's something, nothing's going to change it. That's a pro and a con as well. But another message I want is to go out to all the younger kids, 16, 17, start learning about what you love. That's if you like fishing, fucking learn fishing. If basketball is your go-to, stay in the gym 24/7, you know? Don't go smoking blunts. Don't go getting high at lunch. Don't don't go getting drunk at lunch either, you know? I was that guy who did that, you know, and I got a DWI from that. And like that put me so close of no return, you know? And I put it on God, but other people aren't as religious, so they like to call that luck. But I think that was God's last chance for me, you know? And it was an eye awakening. And some people need that eye awakener in their life or their life will never get straight. And I was one of those people, you know? Because until something's right in front of me, hitting me, I'm not going to really pay attention to it because it doesn't affect me. And that's one thing I also got to get better as a boss, you know? As a boss, I have to become more detail oriented. I have to become more attentive. I have to become more demanding. That's my biggest problem is demanding this. I don't demand out of my employees because they've been my friends. And we'll go back, don't do business with friends. It always ends bad. And I'm still trying to get out of this situation. It just sucks. I don't know what to do half the point. You know, sometimes he wants to work, sometimes he doesn't. And then he complains about not getting paid. Well, why would I pay you for sitting there while I finished the guy's website? Why would I pay you when I'm doing all the business audits? When you're designing. When we already have one of the best graphic designers in the Metroplex. So it's just frustrating in a lot of areas, you know. This is my little rant and video. But I'm loving this, you know. This is my dream come true. Like I am chasing my dreams. You know, every day I wake up happy. Every day I want to go get it. Every day I got that ambition on my mind, you know. This is about to be my money. I'm about to be this. I'm about to get this, you know. And it's not even about materialistic goods anymore. It's about making that name, making that brand for myself. You know, I want to be known. And you see Dallas Media Marketing, here goes my face right next to it. And that's my ultimate goal. You know, I want to really help my clients more than I do want to take money from them. And that's another thing that differs from us and a lot of marketing agencies. A lot of marketing agencies, they just want 6-month plans. All right, here, pay this, pay this, pay this. Oh, I'm sorry. Your shit failed, you know. You didn't have enough content. No, see, I'm willing to work to show you that we can provide you with results. You know, that's what my dad's taught me. You know, if you want something, you got to go fucking work for it. If you don't work for it, someone else is going to work harder than you. And there's a million other people in the world who are trying to work harder than you right now. And yeah, I have a $5 virtual assistant who works harder than any of my employees. You know, that sucks. That sucks. And that's what my biggest conflict is now. Is should I just become loose, or do I try to just hold on, you know, and hopefully he changes. Hopefully he wants to work harder. Hopefully he learns faster. Because right now I don't have the time for patience to learn. You know, we got orders, we got fucking clients, we got to do shit. You know, we have marketing plans we have to take care of. And if I see you working on a fucking design that for a Dallas Media Marketing design, let alone when we've already got thousands of those, I just think that's a waste of my fucking time at this point. Like that's not how we're gonna make money, you know. You make money by business audits, creating a strategy for that business. This is what you're going to do to benefit it. This is what's good about your business so far. This is what we could change about your business. Not, they see a design, it looks pretty, fuck yeah. But it's not what fucking gets them in. What gets them in is that communication, that trust. That's what we try to do is just build trust at Dallas Media Marketing. All of our clients have come back with 100% satisfaction, and they're getting all of our other services just because they like that one service so much. They're like, all right, just keep all of them going. And that's what we really want to tune to is how Dallas Media Marketing is the one-stop shop for all your digital needs. You literally can get anything you need through us. All you have to do is ask, and we will send you over the price. It's that easy. We even send you with 3 prices because most people like picking from their plans. And I can't believe it's happening. I did it. I did it. I was in mentally challenged classes when I was in 3rd grade, and I don't like telling many people that at all, but it was a part of my life. It sucks. Because I had so many teachers say, you're never going to be anything. You're never going to be anything. You don't focus yourself. You don't care about anything other than yourself. Maybe at that time, I'm a hormonal teen, I could definitely see that. But for a mentor to say that to me at a young age, that fucking ignited a fire in me. Because I love proving people wrong. I fucking love proving people wrong. And I will shove it in your face after I do so. Just because I've always had the world out against me. I had 2 nice parents who were together. I got shit for it. Oh, at least you have parents that are still together. What the fuck? What? How's that my problem? How is that my problem whatsoever? You're not your parents. That's not your problem either. I'm sorry that shit happened, but don't take it out on other people. Don't try to use leverage or pity parties over that shit. It's family, and family needs to stay out of it. You don't ever put someone else's family in it. It's just stay you and that person. No family should be involved. And I even had an ex-girlfriend, Victoria, tell me, you're entitled, Brandon. Life comes easy to you. You know why life comes easy to me? It's because I planned for it. I've always planned for life. I've always been scared of not having enough finances. So I learned financial stability in college. I used to sell a little bit of pot from here to there. Maybe a couple other things. But that itself taught me how to maintain money and make money off my own money, which then in turn helped me extraordinary in this business, because I'm able to analyze a client's budget. I can analyze if they're a rich target or if they're just going to lowball you. If they're just going to lowball you, screw them. You don't need their services. But if it's a rich target and they're curious about your services, you fucking bust that ass. Because that's what can make you. One client can make or break your business. Because if you land one client for $5,000 a month, 5 times 12, you get the math, $72,000 between one fucking client. And that's what people got to understand is that monthly retainer starts to add up. And that's what we focus on here is monthly retainers, Yes, we'll design you a cheap website, but it's going to cost you monthly more than anything. And it's going to come with your SEO and marketing plan. And if you are starting a web design business, do that. Don't just do, all right, I'll design your website. Here's a flat fee, because they'll never come back. They got what they need and they're gone. But if you can hold on to them, host their website, maintenance their website. Just do little things that where you are in complete control of the website, they're going to need you. If you claim someone's business profile, they're going to need you for a while. And that's what I do. If I see an open person who hasn't claimed the business profile, I'm going to go claim it. And it's your job to come get it from me. And then that's when we propose the services. It's not just sitting around on a computer developing and coding and going to social media. No, it's actually understanding your client, understanding how much fucking research you have to do for that client. And I guess my first reality check was this company called Sugar Sweat. It's this cosmetic company that's on the upcome. And I'll make sure to pass out samples. Just give me a shout. And I don't know anything about makeup. I had no clue about makeup. I only knew is lipstick. And that was about it. But I did my research. I spent hours on competitive research. And I figured out Middle East spends the most money on makeup. Did you know that? They spend over $1.3 billion a year in just makeup. $1 billion in makeup? Just imagine what you could be doing what else. But I can't talk because girls love wearing makeup. And that's just it's the equivalent of if I had season tickets to the Broncos game, I'd be there all day long, all night long. And that's, I guess, just different priorities. But another good thing that's been happening in my life is the court case is finally, about to clear up. And it doesn't look like I'll be having a DWI, which, thank the big man up there. But also, it makes me fucking thankful, that I experienced something that significant early, because I almost died. And I should have died that night. But I didn't by the grace of God. I'm still like that. Don't drink and drive. And I'm glad nobody was hurt. Because I will always hold that burden on me now. And I guess it's a part of me now. I understand that I can't do that again. If I do that again, I'm fucked. But it also allows me, all right, you can come up from this. Sometimes hitting rock bottom is the best thing to do. Once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And that's what it was for me. After that accident, it was rock bottom. I couldn't hang out with anyone. I had to go to therapy 3 to 4 times a week because my mom implicated that I was an alcoholic. And it's just being labeled an alcoholic on a consistent basis fucks with you. Just like that stigma thing. Like, when you're not an alcoholic and someone keeps calling you that, of course it's going to piss you off. Just because I believe an alcoholic is someone who has to drink every day. I believe an alcoholic thinks about beer in the morning. I believe an alcoholic thinks alcohol cures his problems. When I have a beer, it's after a long day's work, and it's a good fucking beer. It ain't going to be no chug, 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 chug. I'm relaxing, enjoying this beer. Just because I'm allowed to do that now. I worked my ass off this week. And just to get labeled as that, that's what else progressed me further from my parents. Our relationship started to turn more sour after the accident because I understand they lost complete faith in me. And it was a tough situation, I'm very glad they just stuck it through with me. Because I really do have the best parents in the world. And I'm happy. Like, I have my own business at 26 years old. That's I don't want to say I did it. Yeah, I did it. I didn't know because I see how much hard work there is to do. You know, I see how much stuff we have to do to even make a dent. You know, I just wish I could find someone with the same drive as me. You know, that same motivation, that same heart, that same vision. You know, because that's becoming nearly impossible lately. And I don't know. You can't rely on people. You know, when it's your business, take care of that shit. And no one else helped you. That's your money, baby. And that's what it is. Ain't no. I'm sorry. You know. No, you did all the work yourself. It's your money. Get yourself some money. And that's what you have to do now. You know, when I do a whole complete website, and then someone says they're going to help me out, but I end up finishing the website before they even could get close to helping me out. Why should I pay them for the website? I shouldn't. I just want to get paid because they weren't fast enough. You know, it's difficult. And I don't want to fully outsource all Indian people just because I like having that American vibe. And so if anyone knows where to find an assistant, I need one. I need one really bad. Assistants would probably make my life 10 times easier. And if you need any help in digital marketing, web development, SEO, PPC, or any of that comes to mind, we can do it for you. And we will match all of competitors' pricing. Because it's not about the money with us. We know we'll do a great job. We just want to show you that we are that determined. You know, we have that heart. And that's what I want us to be known for. I want Dallas Media Marketing to be known for their heart, you know, their passion towards projects, building dreams instead of just taking clients' money and moving on. You know, it's been a good little talk. Thank you for listening to me. You'll have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Go Broncos.